ask you this, Kevin. Do we agree with Bronny James turning down all of those, hey, look, let's get a look-see in practice? No. Just Phoenix and just L.A. And by the way, if any other team thinks of drafting me in the second round, it's not a two-way contract. It's a one-way. I'm going to be an NBA player. What are the thoughts on that?
So I think it's super fascinating. Again, I think it feeds all the wrong people with all the wrong takes. Oh, Bronny thinks he's too good for these teams. Bronny has been very front that he just wants to play in the NBA. And if Bronny was going to be given his chances from the Knicks, the Sixers, the Jazz, turning those down is an insane risk. And a risk that Bronny, I don't think, would be wanting, nor Rich Paul, whose job is to make sure that Bronny is drafted. So that says to me, Bronny has a promise. We know those exist during draft cycles, NBA and NFL. They probably do it in the NHL and Major League Baseball as well. Those drafts just aren't as popular. But nevertheless, it is one of those situations where I am under the impression him canceling those workouts means he has a promise from Phoenix. We're taking you if you're on the board. I know that sounds jarring to people, but the Suns draft 22. In 2 days, we will find out if the Lakers are selecting at 17 or if it's the Pelicans. But if the Suns are at 22 and the Lakers are at 17, that's where I'm starting to believe we see Bronny come off the board.
As of this moment, to Kevin's point, the LA Lakers do not have a first-round pick. In fact, they only have one draft selection as of this current juncture later in round number 2. So, Kev, the LA Lakers, Phoenix Suns, the only two teams that have a 3-digit price to draft Bronny James. That is my follow-up question to you. Where ultimately do you think Bronny James lands, and in what round?
I still think it's the Lakers. I'm thinking it's in the first round. Maybe I'm insane. It just feels like the Lakers are going to do everything they believe will make LeBron happy. I fully believe that LeBron is not telling them, hire J.J. Redick, draft my son, then out of his hands. But there has to be an understanding in the room that doing those things will make LeBron happy, because priority number one for that organization is keeping LeBron a part of that organization. What I think is more fascinating is the Phoenix Suns seem to be the only team who are still under this impression that if you draft Bronny, LeBron joins the team. You know, if you take a look at those that odds group, just those ball clubs right there. Again, if Utah takes Bronny, that has to be Danny Ainge being spiteful. But anybody else drafting Bronny and then thinking LeBron comes with them is absolutely massive, and it would be a huge win for that team. If the Knicks or the Suns or the Cavs or the Sixers added LeBron to their roster, that would, of course, be worth whatever selection they use on Bronny James.